Hello everybody, welcome to LilyLuLou. If it's your first time here, my name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and today I'm going to be working on a design team project for Sunny Creates using this gorgeous kit called My Very Vintage Christmas. I believe that's what it's called. I will leave all the information in the description box below this video if you are on most big devices. If you're on a mobile, it might be somewhere else, but somewhere it will say see more, and when you hit that, more writing will come up and all the information will be there. So this kit, I love this. Very Dickensian, isn't it? It has, I think it was 10 main pages, so I thought I would just flick through and show you all these pages first. I have printed this on normal copy paper, I think it's 80 GSM, because I like the sort of slightly faded look. Obviously, if you printed this on higher quality, you know, like photo quality paper, these colours will be a lot more vibrant and brighter, but my style is more muted, so it suits me to print on to the, you know, basic copy paper and get this more subtle look. So these are the main pages. I say, I think there was 10 main pages, and then we have a selection of background pages. It's very nostalgic, I think, this kit. So I think the colours are slightly different, but this is the, you know, this is the same page as this, but without the hymns in the background, and the colours are slightly different. So I think there was it 9 background pages? I'm not sure. I did count them before I turned the camera on, but it's slipped my mind now. And then we have these ephemera pages. I think there was 11 pages of ephemera. So we've got a couple of landscape journal cards and a couple of portraits. We have some large tags. Have some pockets. Some envelopes. Like a file folder, a couple of different size tags and some labels. Another envelope, that could be a belly band or a bookmark, and a couple of ticket shaped pieces. Then we have some labels, words. This one has misprinted, I think. Because this is more of a navy blue background and the rest are all black, but I have reprinted this. I thought I had it to hand, but I haven't, so I'm not sure, looking at this, if that's supposed to be different or not, but I've just spotted it as I am flicking through. And then we've got these nice little fussy cut images down here. Big tickets and a couple of journaling spots. Got a nice big envelope, and again a couple of different size tags. I think this might be my favourite page. I just love this. It's so sort of gentle and peaceful and quiet. That's how that makes me feel. When I look at that page, it's just, I can just imagine, you know, the snow has fallen outside, gets very quiet, doesn't it, when it's snowed outside. That's just how that makes me feel. And then we have some postcards and another large tag, and then a page of fussy cuts. So they are all the bits and pieces. And I started prepping for this a couple of weeks ago. I kept badgering Anthony for Christmas kit. I was itching to do something Christmas, and then, you know, life happens and it's been sitting on my desk doing nothing. But I had started preparing some bits. My grandchildren have asked me to make them a little book they can write their wish list for Santa in. So what I did, I got a file, I think this was file folder, might have been craft card. It was either craft card or a file folder, can't remember. And I've cut this. Actually, this could be a piece of A4 card, looking at the size. And then I've just scored it. I'm just wondering if I can give you a more logical measurement. Yes, that is scored around 2 inches in on that side and around 7 inches there. And what I thought I would do is fold these over so that we can tie these closed. And then this is one of the pages from the kit. Well, it's half of one of the pages from the kit, printed at a reduced size. Now, I think I had to do a bit of trial and error. So I've taken this page, I've printed it at, I think it was 75%, but I can't swear that's the size. I'd say I had to play around, printed a few different sizes, and this was, in fact, I've still got 2 different sizes here, because I think one of these might be 80% and the others are 75, not sure. So I thought I'd pop that in there, so they can write their wish list. And then they've got space here if they want to stick pictures, because they're only little. They are 6 and 4 and 2, almost 3. So they're probably going to want to cut things out of the Argos book and stick them in. And then we could do it up as a secret and send it off to Santa. That's what I thought. So that's what I'm planning to do. And I actually have 4 grandchildren, but only 3 of them are old enough. Baby's not even 1 yet, so she won't be writing a Christmas list. So that's what I thought I'd do. Do a bit of decorating and make this for the children. So I'm just deciding what I want to use to decorate. Obviously, as they're for the children, I want to keep it child friendly. So I want to find some pages in here that I can use, you know, to decorate. And then I'll probably use some fussy cuts to stick here and there as well. I've got some green ribbon that I thought we can tie it up with once we're done. So let's look for some pages. Now, I've got to bear in mind that these pages are printed full size, so they're going to be far too wide as they are to pop on there. But I could cut things out and pop them on. So let's have a look. I mean, those snowmen are quite jolly, aren't they? And I could definitely use them. So I might pop them on one. Got some little elves here working, but I think we might lose too much of them to go on. I should have printed some of these smaller as well, but I just haven't got round to it. Now this one, I think I could pop on here and wrap around perhaps to go front and back, so that might be an option. Because obviously we're going to want the back decorated as well, aren't we? Well, I think we are. Maybe not. We might just leave them as they are. I mean, we quite like the crafty brown look. So how are you all? I hope you're all well and happy. I quite like Santa on there with his nice list. And then obviously we've got the background pages. They might work. But are they too grown-up-ish? I mean, these might be good for the boys, just the plaid. See, I love this one, but I'm not sure my grandchildren would appreciate it. And we've got these. Now this is an idea. We could perhaps just put journal cards or tags on the front. If these tags had the more childish type of thing on, I think I would have just popped them on the front because they're the perfect size. Although, having said that, I do think I might have a die that I could perhaps use. I'm going to pause you in a minute and go and have a look. That's not big enough. That's probably too narrow. Got some work. So I'm going through all this again. I've just shown you once and now I'm going through them again. That's too narrow. Right, I'm just going to pop you on pause for a moment while I have a look at my dies. I'll be back in a sec. Well, it's very peculiar. I can't find the dies I was looking for, and I had them recently. No idea where I've put them. But never mind. I had another idea. I thought if I cut out one of these tags that I said would be the perfect size, then I could draw around that on different papers and, use it as a template to get a tag out of the paper I want in the size I want, except where did I put the tags? Oh, I probably put them in here, didn't I? Because I didn't think they were suitable. Sorry, I'm not being very organised, am I? My head is still full of stuff. I'm really bunged up still. I don't really have a cold anymore, and I'm not feeling ill, but my head, I can still feel pressure in my head, like sort of sinus pressure, and I am still bunged up, and I do keep still losing my voice, so I'm definitely not right, but I'm not ill. But I just feel very woolly, and I'm not really on it at the best of times, let's be honest. So when I'm subpar, it really goes downhill. So I thought if I cut this tag out, I can pop this on a different paper and draw around it to get a tag out of the paper I want at the size I want. So I'm just going to cut this, oops, can't even cut a straight line today. I'm going to check and see what this looks like on that back base. I will get my words out, you just have to bear with me, I'm afraid. Okay, so I think that goes quite nicely on there. That's what I think. So I think that's what we will do. So let's have a look. Where are the nice child-friendly pictures? We've got the snowman, the teddies, another snowman there. Right, and we could even make that into a tag and have the snowmen in the middle. But I think we've got enough here to work with. So let's make a start. I've got a pen here. So this one would have to go down in this corner because that's where the snowman is, so that we get him all in. So then we'd need to cut here, and here, and here, and here. So let's do that one first and see how it looks. So I'm going to let's take this white edge off first. So my, if you've been here previously, you may have seen that I have just launched a membership whereby I am sending out a box of junk journal supplies each month to my members. And as I'm recording this, the boxes went out, the first boxes went out yesterday. So I'm hoping today that people will start receiving them and that I get some feedback, because I'd quite like to know what people thought, whether it was actually a good idea or not and all that sort of thing, whether they were pleased with what I had included. Right, so that's just past 3.5. Hang on, how am I going to do this? If I pop that there, I'm just trying to line this up on my board so that I can cut straight. You know, I can use the grid to make sure I stay straight. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, I'm hoping that today I will start hearing from people, you know, whether they're happy with the boxes, they liked what I'd included, they thought it was good value for money, all that type of thing. I must say I had so much fun putting them together. It's like going through my stash. I'd forgotten what I had. And that was one of the reasons for doing it. I want to try and... There's lots of things I don't have, but what I do have, I seem to have a lot of, if you know what I mean. And because I have very little storage space, I thought it was a good way to share what I've got and reduce what I've got so that I can buy more. It's also a good excuse to go out and buy more stuff, because obviously I can't do very many boxes from my own stash. I have a lot, but I have a lot for a little house. I don't have a lot, you know, to keep supplying everybody else endlessly. But that's the fun, isn't it, is going out and looking for these things. So yeah, as I say, I'm hoping I'll hear. So if you're watching this and you are a member and you have had your box, please feel free to comment below and let us all know what you thought. Right, so I think that looks quite nice. Let's just pop it on there and see. Yeah, I think he looks quite jolly. I might put their names on these as well so that they can, you know, so we know whose is whose. Right. Now, that would be quite appropriate. I've got 4 grandchildren, there's 4 stockings there. Shall I do the same here and just get this one little bear in? Or I could have the Christmas. No, I'm going to get a little bear in. So let's do the little bear next. And we'll do the same thing down here. We'll pop that down in that corner. I suppose really I should just do one of these, because you can see the idea. You can see what I'm getting at. Don't really need to watch me do all of them, do you? just cut this one out, and then maybe we'll just finish one of the little books completely, and I'll do the rest off camera. That does not look very straight, so perhaps that's because these edges are not square. So let's take the white edge off first. I can't even make my hands work properly. So for those of you that have been asking and sending well wishes, thank you. My grandchildren are better now. They were all poorly, but 2 of them ended up in hospital, the 2 youngest. And my grandson actually ended up on oxygen. But they are home and they are all on the mend, which is good. My grandson's back at nursery, which he's very happy about. And say, I think my daughter's got it now, but she's been managing to fight it off. I really wasn't well for a week or so. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. I only had 2 or 3 days where I really felt really poorly. But now I'm just not quite right. But I'm okay. I don't feel ill now, which is good. So hopefully that's the end of all that nonsense. Trying to line this up on my board to make sure I get everything straight, but it's a bit tricky. And really, are my grandchildren going to care if the picture on the front is straight or not? Probably no. They probably won't. So I'm going rogue now. Okay, let's just get one of these done. And then when I've done all 3 of them, I'll pop a picture up to show you what they look like. So let's get this on here. And also what I thought I'd do, do you remember the tags I made with the Christmas gnomes on the front a few weeks ago? I thought I might tuck one of those in each one, so they've got a tag each for Santa to use on their gifts. So I might do that if I can find what I've done with those tags, of course. Right, I need something to glue on. I'm in the middle of trying to tidy up. Yesterday I cleared my desk. Well, no, I started clearing my desk. I'm exaggerating to say I cleared my desk. I started to clear my desk, and I wanted to ink these, didn't I? I pulled out everything from underneath my desk. There is a lot of stuff underneath my desk. So I pulled everything out, and I hoovered underneath my desk. Vacuumed, I should say. I don't have a hoover. Vacuumed underneath my desk, mopped the floor. Everything was on my kitchen table, and I thought I'm going to go through everything. I'm going to organise it all. I'm going to put everything away together so that, you know, all my genuine ephemera is in one place, and all my photographs are together, and all my envelopes, my used envelopes are together, you know, all that sort of thing. Try and get some semblance of organisation going. And I had to pop out to the post office to post those boxes that I was just talking about. And my daughter was coming later in the day to pick me up to babysit. I went to pick my grandchildren up from school, the 2 eldest, and then have all of them for tea. And she rang me while I was in the post office saying, can I come and get you now? Because I'm out and about anyway, and it will save me, you know, going home and coming out again. I said, yeah, that's fine. Then I met somebody on my way back from the post office and got talking. And then I got home and I thought, my daughter's going to be here any second. And of course, I had left everything out, thinking I would carry on when I got home. And the grandchildren were coming back, so I couldn't leave everything out. So I had to quickly shove everything back where it had started. Except I've shoved things in different places, and now I can't find anything. So I've got up this morning and I've started again. I've taken some stuff off my desk and some stuff from underneath, and I've started putting it away. But then I thought I really do need to do some videos because I'm very behind on recording. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess everywhere at the moment. Right, I'm going to put a little hole on this edge. I'm just wondering if I want to decorate that with something. We could have the rest of that strip perhaps on that one. Let's do one at a time, Karen. Don't worry what you're going to put on the other one. See, I'm getting distracted because I'm thinking, oh yeah, if I do that on that one though, what am I going to do on the snowman one? Don't need to worry about that at the moment, do I? Not there yet. So how wide is this? 2 inches. So we want this less than 2 inches. So let's see where that would be. So there is 2 inches. So if I go down this line here, that should be okay. We'll have a look and see. So I'll pop that there, and then how tall do we want this to be? So we can have this little chap sitting. Yeah, I'll just take the white off at the top and we'll use the whole strip, I think. Put the blade away, Karen. And a little bit more ink. So have you all started your Christmas crafting? What are you working on at the moment? I'd love to see. And you're all very welcome to come over and join me in my new Facebook group. You can always come in there and share pictures of your projects. And I put up a little challenge every Monday if you want, you know, sometimes it's nice to get your creative juices flowing by using different prompts and things, isn't it? So, yeah, just put up something simple every Monday and you can join in or not as you wish, and you can put a picture up, you know, to show us all what you came up with. I say I do that every Monday and it runs for the full week. Just nice to see what ideas people come up, what ideas people come up with. Really not ideal trying to do a video when you can't even speak properly, is it? Right, so that's going there, and then on the inside I want one of the little pages I printed out. So we want this in here. I'm just wondering if I want to put any background paper. You would have laughed when you saw me cutting these bases out. I did start off with file folder. As I say, I can't remember now whether this ended up file folder or card, but by the size of it, I think it was a piece of A4 card. I was cutting out file folder and I was trying to make diagonal pockets to go on the front as well. I don't know why I was doing that. You should have seen me trying to get a diagonal pocket going the right way. Honestly, it was ridiculous. So, do I want... I was going to let them stick pictures there, so do I actually want to cover that? I think I will just pop that up there and we'll put some decoration or something. What have we got? This is where, as you know, if you've been here before, we get to faff land, because I am awful at trying to make a decision when it comes to decorating. So it's probably only right and proper that I only do one. Otherwise we'll be here all day watching me faff. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I might like to stick at the bottom. I don't think there is. Oh, I could put a paper pocket on, could I? But I don't want to cover up the held for review by Santa, so maybe not. Maybe it would have been better if I'd have printed a lot of these sheets smaller, and they would have been no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pop that in the middle like I thought originally. I'm not going to overcomplicate it because it's for the children, and I want them to have space to stick and write. So let's go with what we already had in mind, Karen. Let's stick this one down. Righty-ho. Getting a bit mucky with the glue here. I'll pop that little chap in there. And then I might... so we've got two Santas here and a snowman. Now, as we've got snowmen picked out for both the other ones, haven't we? Yeah, I might put a snowman on here somewhere. Let's see if he's too big. Right, so I fussy cut that, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink around the edges. And should we pop him down there? Yeah. I was just deciding whether to cut that bit of holly off at the edge, his little arm, or whether to wrap that round the corner, but no, we're just going to leave him as he is and pop him down. So he's going to go there with the bear. Little cutie pie. We've got that in there. I need to put this hole in I've decided I'm not going to do that there, didn't I? So let's pop a hole roughly in the middle here and find a little eyelet. And I'm not going to worry about the colour, I'm just going to take the first one that I pick. I'm going to pop that in there. And then I'm going to munch it and crunch it like that. Oh, Karen, you are so silly. That hole was supposed to go in there. Right, okay. Let's try that again, shall we? So, I'm going to go up a bit because I don't want to put a hole in the teddy bear's ear. Let's try again, and then I'm going to see if I can get that one out. And if I can cover the hole with something. So silly! Right, where's my base? There's my base. Let's get it round the right way. Let's do a munch and a crunch. Now, where's my pokey tool? I'm just reaching behind you, in case you're wondering. I'm going to see if my pokey tool will munch my eyelet. Once they're in properly, they really are in properly, aren't they? Isn't it amazing the number of times you go to put one of these in and it goes wrong and it doesn't set properly, and then the one time you're doing it wrong and you'd like it to be not set properly is the time that it's just perfect. Would quite like to get this out without stabbing myself in the process. There we go. Right, so now we need to put something over that hole. What can I see? Anything? Let's take a circle punch. Oh. Or I wonder if I've got any. I don't think I've got any Christmassy washi tape. Let me have a look in this box. What's in the jar? No, nothing. Okie dokie. I've got a couple of misprints here. That's why I never throw them away when things go wrong. Big enough. going to stick those on. Let's make a feature of them. Give them a bit of ink around the edges, because obviously we meant to do that all along. What do you mean I made a mistake? There's no such thing as a mistake in a junk journal. It's a design opportunity. Right? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I want it to go that way so it isn't quite as obvious. Which one would look better on here? Maybe the holly. I've got a feeling that that's upside down. Maybe not. Oh no, that's that bit of the stocking. Okay, so a little bit of glue on the back there. Oh, I don't know which way round I want this. I mean, the writing's not really going to matter, is it? Because you can't see what it says anyway. Dearie me, what a kerfuffle. So, we've mended that. Okie dokie. Now, what I want to do is get some of the green ribbon. See how much we're going to want. Let's just go mad to see how we go, because the way I'm going at the moment, I need some room for error. So thought if I popped that through there like that, should I do this? Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? So let's cut that roughly the same length and let's make them a little bit prettier at the ends. This was supposed to be a very simple project. Not too taxing, she says. Right, so we've done that. That's all okay. He needs a little bit more glue on his arm. Right. And then do we need anything else inside? I really want to leave that space for them to stick pictures if they want to. Oh, I've got glue everywhere here. They can write their list. They've got to put their name. They've got to write their list there. And then this we'll just tie up around here. I can't remember which way around these went now, but hey ho. So then what they could do on the back, they could actually address that to Santa, couldn't they, and pop it in the letterbox. So what do you think? I quite like that. For all my endeavours at making it go Pete Tong. I think that turned out okay. What do you think? I'm going to do the other two now, and then I will post a picture of all three of them when they're finished. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle along with that. I'll be back again in another few days, hopefully. So take care, look after yourselves, and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye.